Alrighty, welcome back to Mario Kart 8 DLC Impressions. This is episode 14 of 16 for this pack. Now, this is the second race in the Bell Cup, the Game Boy Advance's Ribbon Road. Now, Ribbon Road is another nearly unrecognizable Game Boy Advance track. I mean, it's somewhat recognizable to people who played the game and they knew the ribboniness of it, but I mean just everything about it has changed so much since that original. One of my favorite things though is that MECHAKOOPAS are in the race, because they're like toy enemies, so it would make sense. I was so excited when I saw them. I was like, oh man, MECHAKOOPAS, it's awesome. But I mean, it's made of wooden blocks, all the walls at least, pretty much, and these blocks are like built into different castles, and each of the castles is different colors representing whose it is, and I'm going to talk about those in more detail later. Well, I just want to mention, the road is literally a ribbon, if you haven't noticed, and this place is full of toys, whether it be the MECHAKOOPAS or the scale models of carts, or the Jack-in-the-Box style clown face, clown coptery obstacles, I guess. The whole race is pretty much just toys everywhere. I mean, the interesting thing though is they hit their shortcuts well. I think pretty much all of the non-corner cut shortcuts are on the blue section of the track. Now I'm going to get into all of the castles now. So the first castle is pink, which is represented by bells on it to match Bell Cup and all that, I guess. But it's also Peach's castle, most likely, considering the fact that it's pink and red color, and it's also the finish line, starting line thing is in that area. Now you'll start off in Peach's castle. You go around kind of a sharp turn. You ramp up, and then you're in Bowser's castle. And Bowser's is green. It's twistier. It's kind of harder to traverse, and that's where the MECHAKOOPAS are. That's where the enemies are. Now, after you leave Bowser's castle, though, you head to Rosalina's castle, which is basically just a ribbon waving in the wind. And that section is the anti-grav section of the race. And that's where the non-corner cut shortcuts are. And they're actually kind of difficult to find because they blend in with all the other toys everywhere. They're made out of blocks. So it's a very unique race in that sense. And you can actually see, like, each of the track sections, at least one of them. I know you can see the box for, but I think you can see all of their boxes throughout the room, and you can actually read what it is on them and what's included to some extent. And yeah, so you can kind of see those scattered around the room. And you know, the knitted texture to some of basically the off-road section gives me some Yoshi's Woolly World vibes, and just like, oh, soft and cuddly and fuzzy and awesome. And also, there are toy toads at the line, and they're like those toys you can't knock over, basically. Like, you tip it and it leans back up, type thing. Judging by the fact that they have a round base and they just kind of wobble there. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. Right before the finish line, though, is where one of the best corner cuts in the game is. And there's several opportunities to take it, but it's a really good shortcut if you take it early on. But yeah, there's lots of other corner cuts. There's one pretty much immediately after the first item box. There's several in Bowser's castle. I mean, the song that plays is really good. And it's a very colorful, cheery race. It's very happy. It's also a simple and an easy race because of just it's toys. It's not going to be very difficult to traverse. Also considered like it's made of ribbons. And so, like, while there's a couple sharper turns, it's not that hard of a race to actually get around and stuff. But yeah, it's a very fun race. It's one of my favorites. It's my favorite from the Bell Cup, at least, other than Big Blue. But yeah, it's a really fun race. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you loved it. If you liked this video and would like to see more, please subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Google+, where we post behind-the-scenes things, funny pictures, and more. We hope to see you there.